So when did I see myself as a leader? That's really hard, because looking back, I think leaders, the definition of a leader is different for everyone. And I think in this job, in education, I think there were a lot of people that probably saw me as a leader before I saw myself as a leader. When I took this job, I think that I really saw myself as a true leader. Even though before I had been leading in different areas, I had been leading as a teacher, I had been leading as a coach, I had even been leading as a mother, to my kids and to my family. But I think really in education, I saw myself as a leader when I first took this job. But I know there were many people that encouraged me and that probably saw my leadership skills before I did.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday, September 8th, 2023. It's so great to see you on this.
I'm most proud when I think about Molly and her leadership about the changes that have been made at Del Norte, really creating that team effect in the culture, the staff culture, and team decision making for the best of Del Norte school staff and students and families. That's really what resonates with me when I see her. I've had the ability to sit in on a leadership team meeting and really hear their planning, their deliberate planning around student data and deciding next steps and commitments that are going to support the students of Del Norte.
Yeah, so I definitely would describe myself as a collaborative leader. I really believe in making connections with people, with everyone. Students, staff, the community, our parents here at school. I think it's very important to make those connections first.
Feeling good today?
Right, because we're all human. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. And making that connection is very important because then you have a positive working relationship.
Take it easy, because I'm not sending you home today. Okay.
Who has a spirit shirt on today? Stand right there if you have a spirit shirt. Let's take a picture. Red or black or a spirit shirt. All right, go for it.
We are the Norte! We are the best! Our children all over the rest!
Being at so many different schools as a child and moving around so much and always kind of being the new kid and not really being in one place for very long, I was always able to find a connection to school. School was always something that I could count on. It was always something that was there for me. And so when I went into education, that's really why I wanted to go into education, so that I could make that for someone else. I could create that for someone else. I really wanted to create that for the kids in my class. I wanted them to be connected to school, have a reason to come to school, and feel that they were important and that they could do anything they set their mind to.
Hi, everybody.
So a few of the programs that I think I'm most proud of that we've implemented here at our school are programs that are district-wide, but I think that we've been able to really shift, for example, PBIS.
So our outreach consultant, which is right behind you, Miss Estrada, and our mentors, they go store shopping and they pick out all the prizes and they put a value to them, and then the kids come in and depending on how many points they've earned, they can purchase various prizes.
We've really been able to take PBIS. When I came, it was at the very beginning stages of being developed. We were still using kind of the old system of discipline that we had here, and we've really been able to, as a whole staff, move forward and all be on the same page with PBIS and positively supporting students and their behavior. And I'm so proud of this whole staff for doing that. That for me was going to be one of the biggest game changers for students and teachers, relationships, building relationships, and really making sure we were supporting students in a positive way.
So I think another way that I collaborate is I really value my team's input. So I ask for input constantly from teachers, from my support team, from parents, and I really value that input. And I think I take that input and I really look at everyone's strengths and I leverage those strengths and build off of that.
One thing I love about watching Molly in action is the way she understands the brain, the way she understands how people think and how things work. She's a great listener, and I try to model that when I'm working with a staff member. Just what would Molly do? Like, how am I going to listen? How can I really get to the heart of what they're trying to say behind the words? I think Molly does a great job with that. She's a very caring leader, and I know she works hard to build a positive culture here at Del Norte, but she just has this way of listening to people and really understanding the heart behind their words and how she can best support them. And that's one of the things I really admire about her as a person, and one thing I am looking forward to learning being her partner.
Yeah, I think the success here that we've had at Del Norte comes from a variety of things. I think the staff has really embraced a lot of the things that we have put in place or developed, and some of the systems that we've really put in place. If we ask them, to do something, or we have an idea that we want them to try, they're usually on board. And I think that has been crucial, right? That cultural piece that we are all better together. And if we try this and it doesn't work, we're going to use our growth mindset and we're going to learn from it and we're going to move forward. It really does take a lot of giving people a lot of grace to try things and to not succeed. I am not perfect, that is for sure. I make mistakes, and I think doing that publicly, I'm not afraid to do that publicly. I want them to understand that it's part of growing, it's part of developing. Maybe it's not going to be perfect, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the fact that you did try, and what did you learn from, if it didn't work out, what did you learn from it? And how can you use that to move forward in a positive way? And I think just giving them the grace to do that has been a game changer.